Hey, this is Shannon. So today I'm going to be being very brave. That didn't sound right. But anyway, today I'm feeling very brave. I'm going to do a video called, let's see, what shall we call it? How to do your makeup in 5 minutes or less over 50. So this is my daily makeup. This is not like what I would wear if I'm like maybe going out at night or anything like that. This is just strictly daily makeup. This is almost what I do pretty well every day. Sorry, my camera's a little shaky. So I'm going to start with some products first, okay, before we get into the 5 minutes. I'm a little bit of a, I like my products, I guess you might say, and recently I've been using some products that are for older skin, like in the last couple of years, because I need it. So one of the things I just discovered on Amazon is this thing called Rock, which, you know, that's like old school. I guess it's kind of old school because it was around for a while, and when I realized I needed it, I started grabbing it. So it's daytime and nighttime. This is a nighttime. This is a daytime. Yeah, bought that. I think it's a pretty good product. It started working really quick. So like I started having this little situation here, and I've already put on the nighttime Rock on that for quite a while now. And you're supposed to use it like every other day. I would say like 3 days a week, right? But I use it probably 4 days a week, probably. If I can catch myself, I will try to do it every time. So anyway, I'm gonna put a little bit of the nighttime right here. This is during the day, right? But I still do it anyway because I need this, and it helps. It really firms it up, and for sure, it's definitely a temporary situation. It will help temporarily quite well. The other product I am going to use is the Daytime Rock, which I will go ahead and use some of that. I don't use it like all over. I know maybe you should use it all over. I just try and hit the kind of the places where I'm beginning to kind of wrinkle, you know? And so it's one of my saddest things is I don't like this guy, so I use that pretty well. And you can use this every day. Now, I know that I'm, you know, certainly not superstar beautiful or anything, but everybody can look their personal best, right? And you need to try to look your personal best for your mate, your life, whatever. I think you should. Not that I think you need to be obsessed, but nobody wants to see, you know, somebody just doesn't care, doesn't look really good either, right? So that's not good. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit here today, just since I'm doing it. So once I have this on, my next thing that I really like is going to be Nars. It's like a tinted primer. It's really good. I started using it a couple of years ago. It lasts really, really well. I put a little bit of that on my hand, and then I add a little bit of this Bye Bye Under Eye, which I'm a pretty big fan of. I kind of wish that they made it not waterproof, but this one is waterproof, and I haven't been able to find one that wasn't waterproof. Now, if y'all know of it, let me know. I'm always going to do this, so keep in mind I'm doing this. I'm looking at the camera probably odd because I don't have a mirror in front of me. I'm using the camera as my mirror, which is probably kind of silly now that I think about it. Let me see if I can. Oh, I'm going to use my little mirror. Huh? I'm new to all this, so I'm just trying. But I will say, you know, I thought maybe it could be useful due to my age, right? So that kind of puts a little covering over your eyes. Now, something that's really important that I learned is go ahead and use your concealer over your eyelid, for your whole eyelid. Probably needed to use a little bit of that, more of that Nars in there to really get a good prime. Whoops, my mirror's in the way there. To get a really good bit of that prime. Can y'all see that? Okay. Also, I have a couple little red spots. I don't know if you can see, like a little red spot there, red spot here. I look probably a little redder than what I am, but I just got out of the shower. But I have these little like veins. I always put a little bit of concealer right there. Okay. Anywhere where I'm feeling just a little bit extra red, I'll do that. Now, like I said, this is an everyday makeup, right? So I'm going to show you what I use every day. Covergirl BB cream, tinted moisturizer. That's all it is. Tinted moisturizer. I only use the primer with my concealer. I do not need this with the Covergirl BB cream. You don't need that because it's going to make it too, there's not going to be enough coverage, right? Because I want some coverage. I'm just going to put a little bit of coverage. Now here's what I think, guys. And like I said, I'm not an expert or anything, but here's what I think. I think that, I think that when you don't put all the heavy stuff, the heavy coverage, it sinks into your, any little line you have, any little wrinkle you have, right? It's sinking all into that. And yes, I do apply this with my fingertips because it's moisturizer, guys. That's all it is moisturizer. Okay, now once I have a pretty good bit of coverage, and also you can put it, if you want to, if you want to make your concealer a little less dry or whatever, or smoother, you can add it there too, right? So this is pretty well the base. This is pretty well what you're going to get. Now I'm going to go back at any spots that I don't care for, and I am going to go ahead and use any of that concealer I might have left, right? Put anywhere that I feel like I want to put it. Anything that looks like a little extra red or whatever. This is a lot harder than it looks, by the way, y'all. Working right at the camera, but I figured I'd give it a try. Why not? Excuse my hair, I just got out of the shower, and I have a little bit of wave to my hair, so I'm not going to, I just put some product that kind of helps the curl or whatever you might say. Okay, so that's pretty well that on the foundation-y part of this. I guess you'd call it foundation. Keep in mind, really not using foundation. If I was going somewhere on the weekend or going somewhere, maybe with friends, church, whatever, well, put that makeup on, you know what I mean? But I'm still going to be careful. So the place where the marionette lines are and the deeper wrinkles, I'm not going to put that there, ever. You're never going to see me do that. Okay, so here's something that I actually really like. It is also Bye Bye Pores powder. I think it works really good. This is just to set the tinted moisturizer. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I think I need it. And I use a big old brush. It comes with a little sponge or whatever, but I think too much of it comes on the sponge. This didn't last as long as some of their other products, but it does help. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to simply use a bronzer. It's just a really cheap bronzer. It's kind of, but you can see. Go over that. My cheeks, come give me a little bit of cheeks. I have to be careful here. A little bit of luminous. And here's something that I probably do more than I should. I'm a little bit lazy about it, maybe. I don't know. I put a little bit right on my eyelids. It gives me a little color, and I don't have to put all the heavy product. So I'm going to try and get close, but I'm not sure if you can see. You know, make sure your lid's not look so heavy, because I do have a little bit of a heavy lid here. So I was watching this chickadee that I like, and she was giving some tips. I can't remember her name, sorry, but I'll try to find it. And she was saying how to contour just in here. Sometimes I do that. Today this is 5-minute makeup, so I'm not going to. But it does help so that you're not, and maybe I'll do a video on that later or whatever. I had my daughter give me this little guy that I love. It's by Burt's Beeswax, but it's like tinted chapstick, almost like tinted moisturizer for your lips. That's all I'm going to do on that. Really quick lip. I do not have good eyelashes, so that is like a really big problem for me. Sorry, I'm kind of going through my stuff looking for what I need. But because of that, just during the day, I will use a eyeliner, and I just the top, just a little bit, just over the corner. You can see it's not hard. It's really, really quick. You can go right under. Like I said, I don't really have much eyelashes, so I do have to do that. If I'm really going somewhere important, I just recently started wearing some fake eyelashes. I'll be honest with you, I don't love it. I don't love them, you know, but I need them, and that's okay. We do what we need to do sometimes. The other thing I absolutely love, so I was spending a lot of money on the Bye Bye brand eyebrow pencil, and my daughter showed me this thing by Elf. It is, honestly, it's almost exactly the same, and it is $23 cheaper. So because I don't have great eyebrows, because I overplucked as a young woman, and guess what? I never got them back once I started trying. Once the bigger eyebrows came back out, I didn't get them back. So I just do this, guys. This is my little, and you know what? I don't know if it's right or if it's wrong, but you know, I get by in life. I'm not beautiful, but I'm not dog chill, so whatever. Once I make the little marks, I kind of go in between, just like this. Sometimes if I'm really careful, I can get a pretty good edge. Now, I had a lovely lady at the Clinique counter, which I do use Clinique brand makeup for my, when I do a whole face of makeup. Showed me how to make my own little hair pieces. I don't do that every day because I don't have time always, or I don't take the time. So another thing I found, which is a total cheat, I love, I happen to really love the Grand brand. You can buy it at Ulta. Mascara, it's amazing. It makes your eyelashes feel so good and they look really long, but I ran out of it, bought it on Amazon, and it wasn't the same product at all. But this little guy has not been bad. Ooh, can I get it right? I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Anyway, it's called Total Temptation by Maybelline, of all the things. It's not that I'm saying that I'm recommending it, but it is really, really soft. I'm using a brown today. I don't typically use a brown, but I bought the wrong color. I'm like, I'm going to use it. So anyway, I just do my top lids during the week. Like I said, unless I'm going somewhere super important. And I am blessed enough to work from home, where I don't have to be out and about all the time. So there you have it. 5-minute makeup. This tutorial was 12 minutes. How long do you think it took? Because I was paying attention to you all. I'm going to say 10-minute makeup. It's the best I could do. Have a great day.